Hi, everyone. Welcome to BAYCAT's Spring 2021 Internship Showcase. We are so thrilled to have you here. Feel free to put in the chat where you are tuning in from, if you're an employer, what company you're representing, and let us know if you are here to support a graduate in particular. My name is Sabian Castalia. My pronouns are she, they. I am on the unceded land of the Nisenan people, and I am the Academy Coordinator here at BAYCAT. I also graduated from the internship program in the spring of 2020, and I am so honored to have had the opportunity to work with these wonderful creatives over the course of the past 12 weeks. I've learned so much from them. I love to witness their perseverance and the way they are always uplifting one another, and I'm inspired by the sense of community that they have all been able to cultivate during this time in the program. I'd like to introduce the internship media mentor and producer, Andrew Fisher Wong. This is Fisher's first cohort, and he was so meant for this role. Not only has he been teaching filmmaking since 2016, Fisher also runs his own 48-hour film competition. My favorite part about working with Fisher is his empathy and his humor, which leaves a lasting impact on everyone he works with. Thank you, Fisher, for all that you do and all of your dedication, and take it away.
Thank you, Sabian. This Fisher guy sounds really nice. I would love to be him or meet him someday. But hello, everyone. Friends and family of BAYCAT, good evening. Thank you, Sabian. Again, I am Andrew Fisher Wong. I use he, they pronouns. I live on the unceded land of the Ohlone Muwekma people, otherwise known as San Francisco. Here at BAYCAT, I go by Fisher, but right now I go by Master of Ceremonies. It is my honor to hold the title of Internship Manager and Media Producer here at BAYCAT. What that means is that it is my job to have the honor to spend every single day with these wonderful, incredible filmmakers, giving them lessons, guidance, and talking at them for way too long every time I see them. What are we doing here tonight? We are here to see some media created by a young, diverse cohort of filmmakers who will be very soon be defining the industry with their talent, grace, and ferocity. 10 interns entered into a 3-month internship with BAYCAT. They came with the intent to grow, to learn, and create something that they are proud of. When you witness what they have finished today, when you witness these finished products today, I think you'll agree with me that they really succeeded. There was something that was going on the whole internship, however, that threatened to impede their progress every single day. And that was, of course, the pandemic. Just like the rest of us, this kept our filmmakers apart from one another. 10 total strangers now had to work primarily virtually. For 3 months, these filmmakers only got to see each other 2 or 3 times max in order to actually film their projects in person. And yet, something incredible happened. By the end of the 3rd day, you would have thought that you were seeing a reunion of old friends. There was a humanity that was radiating from them that gave me more hope for normalcy than I had ever felt in over a year. Now, as an instructor, I asked myself heading into this program, what do I have to give? What do I have to offer? What can I grant these filmmakers in the way of wisdom and encouragement? But what I forgot was to consider how much they would teach me, how much they would affect me, and how I never anticipated that they would end up playing my heart like a violin. I cannot wait for you to see their work, hear them talk, and hear the songs that they play on your heart. Since I can't wait, let's just quickly talk about how this showcase will work. These filmmakers will introduce themselves to you, talk about their projects a little bit. They are a mixture of studio work and original content. Studio work means that our interns worked with our BAYCAT studio folks who handle our client pieces. And original work means that they worked on one of 3 original pieces of content, 3 series that were started by the BAYCAT internship last cohort. These are a music video series, a promotional series featuring a business, and a podcast. So you will see the newest episodes of those or teasers of those. And my last thing is this. Our interns are, of course, all up for being hired. If you are an employer and would like to schedule a 30-minute meeting with our cohort, you can use this PDF that I am going to drop into the chat right now. This is called the appointment book. So let me share with you my screen so I can give you a tour of it as well. In the appointment book, you will be able to find each of our interns. You will find a cute picture of them. You will find their bios, descriptions of what they did for the internship. You will see clickable links to their LinkedIn, their demo reels, and for our employers, a link to their Calendly. This Calendly has been set up by, awkward. Okay, so this Calendly has been set up by our cohort in order to allow you to set up a 30-minute meeting with them between right after the internship ends and 1 month from now. So in the course of the next month, if you would like to set up a meeting with them, you can use the link provided here again. This is preferred only for our people looking to talk to our interns about possible hiring opportunities, possible other internships, ask them about their career goals, give them advice, anything at all. We already have a couple of interns who are highly sought after. I hope to see all of these folks get jobs very, very soon. You would be lucky to have them on your team. And with that, everyone, I want to ask everyone to ensure that you are muted, and I am also looking like I want to be muted. I'm done talking. It is time for me to pass it on to the real stars of tonight. Please, folks, allow me to introduce you to the very first group in our cohort. It is the Black Biz in the Bay team. I'm going to send it over to the director, Taj and Sab.
Yay, we get to start it off. No pressure at all. What's up, everyone? My name is Tajiana. I was the director on the Black Biz in the Bay shoot.
Hi, my name is Sabrina, and I was the producer for the Black Biz in the Bay shoot.
Yeah, let's get it started. So this video is a part of the Black Biz series, which highlights a Black business in the Bay Area. And we got the opportunity to capture the Vegan Hood Chefs, which is a San Francisco-based vegan food truck, that serves the Black and Brown community through health education and food justice. So this video highlights the mission and the vision of the Vegan Hood Chefs, along with their passion behind the community that they serve. So in this slide, you will see the wonderful filmmakers who worked on this piece, who you will actually get to see more work from throughout the evening. So we had the opportunity to make a pitch deck, which I learned is a big part of a director's job, to make a pitch deck and deliver the pitch presentation to our clients, the Vegan Hood Chefs. And you'll see some screen grabs here of some of our deck and our call sheet. And one challenge that we encountered was dealing with high profile clients with over 30,000 followers on Instagram and a busy work life of being community organizers while also running a business. We had a hard time confirming time to pitch to them and scheduling a shoot day. But throughout this process, we learned how to be patient and take initiative in decision making and pivot our approach to make the communication process easier for the clients. So allowing us to step back, look at things high level and prioritize the client's needs and adjust to their schedule and instead of just our own plans. A big way that the team supported each other was being involved in effective communication. We had many check-in meetings with our supervisor, the wonderful Fisher, and also our core team, myself, Sab, and our production coordinator, Jason, and then the whole crew at large. This allowed us to really get comfortable with each other and honestly just really have a smooth line of communication and adjust to whatever challenges came up. I learned that a big part of the director's job is to set the tone, and coming in with high energy and a solution-oriented mindset really fed off into the whole crew.
Yeah, and one of the big challenges of the set was actually weather conditions. We knew early on that there was a chance of rain, a pretty high one at that. And we understood San Francisco and how it is and how maybe it won't, we'll still go. And in the end, it ended up being kind of an overcast day. But we were able to note it in the call sheet. We were clear with crew, we planned ahead, and we actually had a second shoot date ahead of time. We got all our shots. It went really well, but luckily, because we were able to plan ahead of time, we ended up going for that second pickup shoot on the second day. And that meant that we were able to get the best shots we could in the sun, and we utilized both days to our advantage. Luckily, we had our team support. Everyone was involved in early stages and communication was super clear.
Yeah, and now the moment that you've all been waiting for, the Black Biz in the Bay video. Pasting the link now.
The Vegan Hood Chefs are made for unapologetically Black and brown communities, and we emphasize that with our name, the Vegan Hood Chefs. My name is Ranisha Johnson, and I am a co-owner of the Vegan Hood Chefs. Vegan Hood Chefs is a community-based catering and food truck, particularly to help increase access and health awareness for communities who have been impacted by food apartheid. My name is Raima Calloway, and I'm the co-owner of the Vegan Hood Chefs. We're community organizers, and we got into this work because for the joy of self-improvement, but also to uplift our communities. We have had to work 10 times as hard to get recognition, payment, access, and respect because of who we are. We represent a community of Black and brown folks that are here fighting to stay in San Francisco and within the Bay Area. And with the Vegan Hood Chefs, our platform is like beautifully highlighting the pain and struggle, but then also like the resilience of our neighborhoods and uplift some of the things that we're fighting against, like food injustice. And so with the Vegan Hood Chefs, one, reclaim our traditional meals. We were able to replicate a lot of the soul food dishes that are traditional in African American families, and like elders usually pass those recipes down. Also go into communities fighting to eat well and have access to healthy foods. In our business, the Vegan Hood Chefs is actually like bringing that and not only raising awareness around it, we're actually creating solutions, how to eat well, what vegetables you can eat to lower your blood pressure, what you can eat if you have dementia, like what mushrooms help you, you know? That is one of the ways that we're positively impacting the Bay Area. We didn't intend for our business to be a business. And so when you see all the people that support us, that constantly keep coming and keep ordering, I think it's super exciting and we on to something.
Round of applause for that video, everyone. Those of you who just joined us, we just watched the Black Biz in the Bay video. It is currently sitting in the chat, so please do check that out. You're going to continue on with the presentation, so you can watch that afterwards. Back to you, Taj.
Thank you, Fisher. Appreciate you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And now I will pass it off to Joseph and Layla for the SFPUC video.
Thanks, Taj. Hey, everybody. My name is Joseph. I am a co-editor for this video.
Hey, everyone. Thanks, Taj. I'm Layla.
So this is a studio project where we coordinated with the BAYCAT studio to create a video for a client. And this client for this video is SFPUC, which stands for San Francisco Public Utilities Commission. They are a public agency that provide water, wastewater, and electric power services to the city. In this video, SFPUC promotes hiring with on-site training, even if individuals don't have a college degree. We provided them with 2 different drafts and currently awaiting feedback to send them our final cut. Regarding our first draft, we researched together to find stock footage to use for the video, me and my partner, Layla. We coordinated with our fellow intern, Luna, to get voiceover for the video. We made some initial motion graphics, which is pretty much just very simple 2D animation and motion text to highlight and complement the script given to us. Then we just put all those assets together into a video editing program, Premiere Pro, and we finalized our first draft. And I will pass it off to Layla to talk about our process for the second draft.
Thanks, Joseph. Hey, everyone, me again. Yeah, I think like one of the biggest things that we faced in this was initially pulling stock footage, which that was something that Joseph and I really hadn't had experience in. And that was mostly due to the COVID-19 pandemic that we're in. And luckily after the first review that we had with SFPUC, they gave us access to B-roll footage that they had. And so that was really nice to be able to incorporate within the stock and found footage that we found. Yeah, and I think like outside of like finding stock footage and like having to build a narrative with that, another big thing that was like challenging was being able to detach from the respective project, and being able to honor like whatever the client is, and detach like our own respective styles and be able to execute whatever it is that the client is wanting. And I think that was like a really good skill set that we were able to learn in a very humble way, especially for Joseph and I, who are wanting to do a lot of commercial and corporate work. So with that, here is the video for SFPUC. Thank you, everyone.
Beautiful, folks. Go on and click that link in the chat. You will come to a YouTube video, hit pause, so that way we can all hit play at the same time. Once again, it'll be a 3, 2, 1 play. And I'm going to say that once more. 3. Oh, we got one more person entering. Let's go on and give them a chance. So, folks, once again, the link is in the chat. And we'll press play together. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hey there.
And a round of applause for those filmmakers, y'all.
Thanks. Thank you, everybody. With that, I will pass it over to Backstory with BAYCAT to Angelica and Matthew.
Thank you, Layla. Hi, I'm Angelica Castro. My pronouns are she, they. I am the co-host, producer, and audio editor on this podcast. Backstory with BAYCAT is a podcast where we interviewed folks that had affiliations with BAYCAT, whether they worked with or interned at BAYCAT. In this season's episodes, we led conversations based on their journey as a filmmaker, what led them to their career paths, how BAYCAT has played a role in that, what are some projects they have coming now, and at the end of the episode, we asked the creative to give a life tip to our listeners. The process was a great and new experience. We interviewed each other in pre-production to get the flow going, and it was a great opportunity for us to know one another.
Thanks, Angelica, for starting it off. My name is Matthew Kagit Wong. My pronouns are he, they. I was the director, audio mixer, and co-host. And Angelica Castro was the co-host, producer, and audio editor. We have Nina, who is a creative producer and audio editor, and Luna, who is the production coordinator and social media graphics designer. We also had the chance to bring on music artist Colorful King to produce the intro and outro music, that consisting of myself and a local Bay Area artist named Ari or Erica Lee. Here are the 3 people that we had the chance to interview. So we have Amasha Lyons-Clark, Mary Evangelista, and Corey Holz. We deliberately chose people of color and used this platform to showcase communities that are not as represented in the current day media. We had amazing conversations with all 3 of them, giving insight on being a writer or director, being present and or not being afraid to reach out to producers or editors. Some challenges that we faced. One challenge was scheduling with the guests we interviewed, and majority of that being virtual. You can guess that while being virtual, you can imagine all the overlapping, the awkward pauses, all that being on Zoom, and also equally trying to gauge and host the interview, keeping in mind and leaving room for the guests, and all while keeping the conversation pinpointed on one general idea. But we all grew while editing the episode, and this being an audio-focused project, it definitely added another challenge. We had to learn how to really set up live audio, how to edit, trim, and mix good audio, and then figure out marketing through social media, all of which resulted in 3 amazing 25-minute podcast episodes.
Thank you, Matthew. Despite the challenges, we did have support from one another. Our team was very creative and unique. We were ready to make this our style for this season for the podcast. We were ready to support one another when it came to having to reschedule for when there was like a lag within like being able to like schedule like a guest for our show. And when we were practicing hosting, it was actually really like a great experience because it was an opportunity for us to see how we collaborated, and that made us grow closer. So yeah, I'm really thankful for my group.
Yeah, okay, so now we're going to show you the full 30-minute first episode we created. I'm kidding, that would take more than half of this time that we have. So you can actually find the full episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Here are actually the 3 teasers that we actually created. So this one was for Mary Evangelista. We have this one for Corey, and the last one for Amasha. So today we are only showing Corey Holz's teaser video, which is a 1-minute teaser of our very first episode. Definitely look for us on podcast streaming platforms. Thank you, everyone, and hope you enjoy.
So I started offering to do it for my friends for their like smaller projects. And I would be like, oh, I'll do costumes for you guys. Like, it's no big deal, just to get experience. And I really like doing it because it's like you're building a whole personality through clothes. And if you're working on like a project where like it's a character that's completely made up, it's like you're really making up like this person is a very eccentric character. How would someone super eccentric dress? And you have to do that research. Or like, how would someone who's eccentric but also in their 50s dress? Like the age and stuff. So I just found a love in it because it's just so much research and it just all has to do with clothing.
Beautiful, folks. Let's give a round of applause for those filmmakers and podcasters. Beautiful stuff. And those of you who are just coming in, keep in mind that we have already seen some media, but a YouTube playlist will be provided for you at the end of this showcase. So do not worry if you miss something, you will not miss it later. And with that, I send it back to you, filmmakers.
Thank you, everyone. So again, that was Baxter with BAYCAT. Now I'm going to pass it off to Jason, who had the opportunity to work with the Giants audio tour.
Hi, my name is Jason Titus. My pronouns are he and him, and I am the production coordinator and researcher on BAYCAT Studios, for client projects for the San Francisco Giants and the Golden State Warriors. So San Francisco Giants Bayshore Audio Tour is a 7-part series with 3-minute episodes. And I had the opportunity to work with some amazing and creative and hardworking people, such as the creative producer Ariel Dovas and project lead Margarita Tanisi. Our target audience is tourists, history lovers, animal lovers, for example. The episodes highlight historic cultural landmarks like San Francisco Embarcadero District, or native tribe histories like Ohlone Ramaytush tribes, or animals like bat rays, sea lions, or harbor seals, and more around the San Francisco Bay Area. These episodes are used and will be used in the production of soundscapes and narrative scene settings to showcase, what life was like back then, and to give you a really true feel of what, nature and, history of the Embarcadero district, as well as the Ramaytush tribes, as well as to learn about, different animals and different places around the Bay Area that, about San Francisco, that truly showcased, a level of historic, I would say grandiose. I would say there's a lot of, great things that has happened with the Embarcadero district and the people who worked on it and made it to what it is today. And after collecting, data, I presented it to the studio team. And when we selected which topics and information to dive more into, I helped create concept slides to present to our clients. And here's an example of the concept slides that I was creating. The audio tour is still in pre-production development. I have enjoyed kickstarting this project, and I've had a lot of experience and great experiences, creating pitch decks, corporate communication with clients, and organizing paperwork precisely. was a very important part of this internship when it comes to, when it comes to the researching, as well as finding important information, that was very helpful to studio. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with the members, of the studio team, and to have the growth and development on this project, working for the San Francisco Giants. And the Bayshore Audio Tour, although I will be leaving this project, the future cohort next year, next semester, will be taking over, next season, we're taking over the production, post and final delivery stages of this project, which is set for October of this year, actually. Some challenges that I had to face were managing tasks and meetings and deadlines, which it was important to me because I had to learn how to be concise and thoughtful with the notes that I was taking in these meetings, because of how important these meetings were when it comes to the production and getting everything moving forward for this project. What I had to learn was to pay close attention to detail, so I could always be ahead of my deadlines, and I can be able to deliver efficiently. I also had a chance to work on the Golden State Warriors LGBTQ night. My team supported me with communication and tactics, and I was responsible for the corporate clients communication as production coordinator. And I was able to organize and schedule production meetings, which helped me with projects. For example, this project, for example, meeting with a visual artist and creating corporate communication with a visual artist and creative director, and scheduling that meeting for the LGBT event, which will be shot next month. And now I'm going to pass this over to Luna and Nina to talk about the Charlotte Maxwell Clinic 30th Anniversary Gala.
Thank you, Jason. Hi, everyone. I'm Nina Tanujaya. I use she, her pronouns, and I was the production coordinator on this project, which was a 30th anniversary gala video for Charlotte Maxwell Clinic.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Jason. My name is Luna Amor Cristales, and I go by she, her pronouns, and I was the production coordinator and editor on this project.
So as I mentioned, this video was made for Charlotte Maxwell Clinic, which is a clinic in Oakland that provides services for women with cancer in the Bay Area who may not have access to the resources and support that they deserve. The goal of this video was to highlight CMC's history and the accomplishments and the amazing community that they have built around their clinic, so that they can use this for their 30th anniversary celebration and also to fundraise for donations.
As production coordinators, we were sent a series of assets from CMC and the project brief. From there, we sorted through the videos and photos, conceptualized the video, pitched it to the client, and communicated with them for feedback.
So some challenges we experienced was creating a narrative with the assets provided by CMC and not being able to film in person. At times, we had to come up with solutions when we didn't have clear audio, if we didn't have the video accompanying audio, not enough footage, those kinds of problems that come with virtual production. So we learned how to supplement using photos to provide continuity. And we also use stock footage to emphasize certain moments of the video and continue the message. And we also figured out how to balance our own creative aesthetics with finding something that spoke to CMC's target audience and really centered their goal for the video.
We really learned a lot in the internal reviews that followed each new cut. Each feedback session with the studio team taught us how important it is to share your work with others, no matter what stage it is in. The whole team's critique was crucial in elevating and amplifying the message of the video and allowed us to take each edit further in both its quality and storytelling.
So Luna and I were on Backstory of BAYCAT and this project together, so we had a lot of time to build a really good team dynamic and understand how to play to each other's strengths. Being on a virtual project meant that we had to schedule meetings because we didn't have those little moments to check in, which you do in person. So we had to make sure that we had really strong communication, and we would schedule work sessions to make sure the labor was divided evenly or on the same page. And that established a lot of trust between the two of us. I felt like we definitely had each other's back the whole way through. And as Luna mentioned, receiving feedback from the studio team taught us how to look for those little details that really complete a video and bring it to the next level. So now we're gonna drop the link in the chat and we're gonna watch the 30th anniversary CMC Gala video. I hope you'll enjoy.
Around 1989, we realized that there was a tremendous need in the Bay Area for treating women with cancer, but it was much deeper than that.
30 years later, CMC is still a radical feminist experiment that I hope will continue to be part of our legacy.
The hope that we had when we started the Charlotte Maxwell, that we could change the model for a clinic to serve underserved women and poor women.
We have participated in the healing of the body, the mind, and the spirit for thousands. We always recognized that there was more to healing than just science.
I have really come to understand that it was my doctors who took the cancer out of my body and cured me, but it's all the practitioners at Charlotte Maxwell that have helped me to heal.
Time you walk through the door, you are welcomed, you are cared for, and you feel very safe.
Charlotte Maxwell is the place that pampers you, that takes care of us when for the first time we as patients are the most important person.
Working with people and cancer, my intention always is to create a safe space and together work through that.
Simply overcoming the sense of isolation and panic, actually, that typically follows a diagnosis of cancer. That is why Charlotte Maxwell Clinic is one of the services that I support and will continue to support.
They do save lives. They saved my life.
Thank you. I will now pass it off to Tajriana for Hip Hop for Change.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, y'all. It's Tajriana again. I had the privilege of doing some production coordination work as well as directing the Hip Hop for Change video. The Hip Hop for Change video is a narrative piece that showcases the work of a Larkin Street youth to highlight Hip Hop for Change's impact and importance within the community. So we got to showcase a youth dancer and interviews with two of their mentors. So for this project, I started off as production coordinator, where my main role was virtual location scouting. And so from this sheet, you can see it was a collaboration process between me and other colleagues to compile images of various locations using Google Earth because we couldn't go, and scout, and using the preferences of the director to kind of gain the style of the desired location that we were looking for. And also a large part of my job was to call various places to work and attain the relevant permits needed to film in those locations. But in the middle of my time as a production coordinator, BAYCAT is so awesome. And from my supervisors, I was given the opportunity to be bumped up to director for more experience in my desired career role. So in this role, I continued and created the questions for our 3 clients. I also asked the questions to them on camera, and I oversaw the vision for the overall style of the interviews, one camera setup. So during my time, one thing I learned was how to pivot my questions and my approach for clients who deal with trauma and who may not be as comfortable on screen, or if one of the questions doesn't make sense in the moment. Learning how to think quick on my feet and pivot my approach was something that I really learned how to do, and learned how to make the client comfortable. So I really enjoyed my time directing these interviews, and the project is still currently in post-production, but I hope you enjoyed these BTS photos and keep an eye out for the Hip Hop for Change video. Thank you so much for letting me share. And now I will pass it off to Sab and Billy for the Vase Sounds Like music video.
Thanks, Taj. Hi, my name is Sabrina and I'm the director of The Bay Sounds Like.
Hi, my name is Billy Gale and I am the director of photography for The Bay Sounds Like.
So The Bay Sounds Like is the second episode of an ongoing series here at BAYCAT. It was actually turned into a two-way video, a music video and a live performance, which will be uploaded to the web. You will see it on our social media. It highlights BIPOC artists from the Bay. It is a show by creators and for creators. It is a fresh new look at Bay Area culture. So this is our team. We had the pleasure of working with a diverse group of skilled filmmakers. Really, everyone pulled their talents and resources to make this project what it is. Here's some beautiful BTS shots by Fisher Wang. One of the biggest challenges we had to face was that I got COVID a week before our shoot day. That meant that I was virtual directing from a completely different country back home in Argentina. We had to pivot. Our crew had to adjust to a new situation. People had to step up to new challenges, but I was luckily able to rely on my crewmates to execute our vision. We had the benefit of having early conversations about what the idea was and the aesthetic choices we were going to go for, and everyone had a solid idea of what the vision was going to be from the beginning, and that made it so everyone could make executive decisions confidently. We had to diversify roles, share responsibilities, so that we could help this project shine and become what it is.
For this episode of The Bay Sounds Like, we shot at CL Studios in Berkeley, California. There's two reasons why it led to our success. The first one being it is a very professional environment, and two, because it is right next to a brewery. With Sab being on iPad, it created this obstacle for us to overcome on set. And having Layla, our producer, make sure we're running on time, and having Joseph, our editor, be BCam really helped for making sure we got coverage that he saw fit for the edit. But not only those two, but just everybody in the cohort being able to meet for the first time, being able to help us with this vision together as a team was just an amazing experience and helped us mitigate this obstacle of Sab on the iPad. And without further ado, Sab will present the link in the chat.
It's always moments when I'm in the midst of creating or making a new song that I'm reminded that there's like truly nothing else I can and want to do.
Resurrected myself enough times not to bleed. still when it's late at night, blinded by what I thought was right, and my heart and my head turning different ways, feeling so high, don't know how to fly. You kept my wings, now I know why, dropping farther down into paradise. Heaven or hell, I'll be alright. Heaven or hell, I'll be alright. Heaven or hell, I'll be alright. Heaven or hell, heaven or hell, oh, I'll be alright.
Thank you again to CL Creative Space for giving our interns access to their gorgeous studio and their cyclorama, which is that beautiful endless set that you saw there. The other half of the interns, the filmmakers video, the takeaway show as it's called, it is another video that they filmed there where Sarah recorded her audio live. So that has also been posted to YouTube. It will be in the playlist of all of these works that we're showing tonight. It'll be in that playlist that I'm sending in just a little bit. But I want to send it back to you filmmakers. So Sab, Billy, take it away again.
Thank you for that, Fisher. And I am very happy to pass it off to Bay Area's finest, Layla and Matthew.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Sab. Again, I'm Matthew. Wow, what a great segue into like this final video that we're gonna be presenting. We're not the last presenters, but we are the last video. And we are happy to share about this 2021 highlight reel, which showcases the behind the scenes of all the projects we've seen today. A special thank you and shout out to Fisher for providing a lot of the BTS or the behind the scenes footage that we're going to be showing. Some of the footage will include the people that planned the concept, worked with the clients, sent the millions of emails for scheduling, and of course, the people behind the cameras, laptops, and occasionally directing virtually through an iPad. It also sums out this 12-week internship into 2 minutes with some reflections on this grueling and rewarding experience with some cameo appearances from our mentors that we've all learned so much from. Again, my name is Matthew Kagi Wong, and my role for this project was the production coordinator and post-production audio mixer. And I want to pass it off to the director, Layla.
Thanks, Matthew. And thank you, Billy. Have to agree with that awesome transition. Hey, everyone, it is me again. As Matt, a really fun project to work on, granted that we only had 2 weeks to push this out and without a solid team behind us. So with that, I will introduce everybody who worked on the project. Matthew, who was the post sound mixer and the production coordinator. And we have Billy Gale, who was the producer. And we have Sabrina Gadassi, who was also the editor on this project. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, you know, we had only 2 weeks to push out this project. So having a tight deadline really served to push us creatively in a way that, like, to put boundaries more so on our creative ideas. I think the issue more so was like we were being very overambitious and overzealous. And so having that challenge that also felt really good in terms like to distilling and simplifying what the idea was that was going to still emphasize and encompass like what our time was here was like a really good challenge. And even if a challenge at that, I think it was like a really good process and a learning process that I'm really grateful for. So with that, here's the BTS highlight video.
I am an actor, director from the Bay Area.
I am a queer Asian American filmmaker and photographer.
And I am a media, film, and video producer. production coordinator.
I'm also a writer-director.
I am a filmmaker.
I am a sound artist, filmmaker, creator.
I am a director and a producer.
I am an Argentine-American filmmaker.
And who am I? I am a video editor. More importantly, I am a filmmaker, and I'm confidently able to say that due to just the affirmation and the reassurances of everybody at BAYCAT. I'm super appreciative of that.
I feel like I've grown exceptionally, understanding who I am, being assured of who and what I'm going to be in this film industry.
I've grown a lot throughout this program, and I'm so happy to be surrounded by people that have the same values as me.
Knowing that we all have this power with filmmaking and how we're all very passionate about it and know what we can do with it.
And I feel extremely, extremely lucky and grateful and so thankful to have been given this opportunity and to have found this community.
When I started at BAYCAT, I wanted to expand my skill set to become a better overall filmmaker.
The highlight in the program was to work with talented, versatile, and elite professional filmmakers.
I'd say the biggest highs of the internship were all the feedback that we got and all the content that we produced, from studio to our original content to our rough cut demo reviews.
And just having that experience and just being able to network and more importantly make those like friendships here at BAYCAT.
I feel inspired and motivated by everyone around me in this cohort and people at BAYCAT.
I feel supported, where I feel like it's a place for me to fail and learn and just be able to be surrounded by dope people.
Going back to like the support and the guidance, whether that be through like the Sankofa grant, speaks to me that BAYCAT really cares about what it is that we're doing after the program.
What is one word
that best describes the Spring 2021 internship cohort?
Visionary.
Multifaceted.
Passionate.
Creative.
Magic. Committed.
Dynamic.
Revolutionary.
Thanks, everyone. I hope y'all are all crying and in the feels. Yes, so with that, I really hope everybody enjoyed the video, and I just want to say thank you all for taking the time out to come see all the work that we've been working on for the last few months. So with that, I will pass it over to another one of our amazing mentors, Zara.
Wow, thank you, Layla. Yes, very, very much in my feels right now. I'm trying to keep myself together. But hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Zara Ahmad. I am the Academy Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Manager. I live and reside on the unceded territory of the Tongva and Kiz people. And my role at BAYCAT is to help our team and interns think critically about how we're expressing our values around media representation behind the scenes, and to also lift up our interns and help them find meaningful employment that enables them to disrupt this industry. Every participant we are celebrating tonight is not just an exceptional creative, but they're also powerful community leaders, and we want to see them go on to create change in every step they take in their careers. Next, I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of our Academy team, who has been another key mentor in this program. Alexia comes to us with a wealth of knowledge around program management, film producing, production design, post-production. She's even created her own film festival. Alexia, we are thrilled to have you, and I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? You can just like do some movements, yes. I feel like watching all of those films, I'm just like, wow. I'm so grateful to be a part of this community. I'm so grateful to join each of you on your journeys in whatever capacity and way you want me to help you and explore what you're doing in the future. I want to thank everybody for coming and thank everybody for spending some time and space to watch these amazing films and all the work that each of these interns have done this spring term. So I want to start off. I'm Alexia Sundra. As Zara said, my pronouns are she, her, and I am on the unceded land of the Ohlone tribe. I'm the newest member of this team. I'm the Academy Manager and Community Liaison. And jumping into this team has been such a joy. And it's been such an amazing space to explore and to see all these people grow and change and reach their dreams. And I'm just so excited to see everything that they're going to create. And I hope you guys have enjoyed each of the videos that you've seen tonight. Sorry, I'm not the best public speaker, but I have a lot of feels and a lot of feelings, and I'm just like super grateful to be here. I want to congratulate each of you on everything that you guys have accomplished and created. And I also want to shout out Fisher for his way of creating a space for each one of you to be yourselves and to laugh. And creation is such a difficult process, but Fisher makes it fun and makes it easy and gives constructive yet exciting feedback to help you grow. And I would love to be a part of something like this when I was young, like you guys. In my short time here, I really noticed the way that each of you support each other. You have a way of communicating and understanding each other and creating space for ideas to flourish. Like if someone's having a bad day, you guys know to ask. You guys know to create a way for that to become an asset, and that's amazing. And I think that you'll be able to use that in so many different ways. Aw, thank you, Billy. And like teamwork is something that it comes from the heart. It comes from like empathy. And I think Generation Z, which a lot of you guys are, is something, or are people who understand empathy in a way that my generation and people older than me don't quite get. Like you guys have such an asset, and I'm so excited to just like be a part of all the things you create and understand and create space for. Like you guys are really disruptors, as Zara said, and this is gonna be something really beautiful to see. Yeah, so I think that's all I have to say. And I wanna give each of the interns some space to speak about their world and what they're creating and what they wanna bring to all of the people that have showed up today and have showed their interest and love in all of the things that they've created. So thank you guys, and I'll pass it on to the interns.
And for one final time, everyone, let us introduce to you the BAYCAT Spring 2021 Internship Cohort.
Hi, my name is Jason Titus. My pronouns are he and him. I am a producer and production coordinator.
Hi, again, my name is Tajiana. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a director, producer, production coordinator.
Hi, my name is Joseph Joe. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm a video editor.
Hey everyone, again, my name is Layla. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm a director, producer, and editor.
Hi y'all, I'm Nina. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a producer, production coordinator, and photographer.
Hi, my name is Luna Cristalis. I go by she, her pronouns, and I am a director, editor, and director of photography.
Hi, I'm Angelica Castro, she, they, and I'm a producer and director.
Hi, my name is Billy Gale. I use he, him pronouns, and I am a director and a producer.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Gadassi. My pronouns are she, they, and I am a director, editor, and production designer.
Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew Kagit Wong. My pronouns are he, they. I'm a sound designer, editor, and audio mixer.
And I am proud beyond belief. Everyone, let's give a round of applause for these wonderful filmmakers again. Do not leave just yet. Please, everyone, pay attention to the chat. Everyone stop chatting so I can drop in the playlist for this YouTube, for the YouTube playlist of all the films that we've seen tonight, including the one that we did not see, which is the takeaway show that the Bay Sounds Like team has created. Click on that so you have it. And just in case you did not get to see yet, not only are these filmmakers inspiring, talented, compassionate, and plenty of them very, very funny, they are also very, very employable. So I am dropping in the chat once again a link to this PDF, the appointment book, so that way you may book an appointment with any of these wonderful young filmmakers here to make your workplace a much better place. You will find, again, their name, the title of the jobs they're going for, a bio about them, the projects they worked on here, and also clickable links to their demo reel, LinkedIn, and the Calendly is what I really want our possible employers to take a look at, because that is how you are able to book a 30-minute one-on-one meeting with our interns. All you have to do is provide your name, the company that you're representing, and set a date at one of the available times for them. I'm going to warn you right now that these filmmakers are highly sought after. Some of them have already been getting interviews, so definitely hit them up. I want to see each of them get paid what they deserve and be a value add to whatever company, studio that they end up heading over to. So this book is only available to those who have attended this showcase, because I don't want people just hitting them up for any old reason. So please do click on this link, save it. You are welcome to share it with another possible employer. Please do send it around. These Calendly, these 30-minute meetings are only available from now until 1 month from now. So please definitely hit up our wonderful filmmakers here. And with that, everyone, it's the end of me talking, but it is not a proper finale to a BAYCAT showcase until we hear from our illustrious leader, the wonderful, beautiful, brilliant, and compassionate Billy Wong.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Fisher. Okay, y'all, there's like 100 people in the Zoom room. We need to make some noise. Unmic, freaking unmic, and just shout it out. And
My goodness.
Yay, good job. Woo! Oh my God. You know why I needed to do that? Because I really am about to cry. Oh my goodness. I have so much joy. I am Billy Wong. Thank you so much. I'm founder, president, CEO. Oh my God, I can't even talk. She, her, my pronouns. I am on the unceded land of the Chiguan Ramaytush Ohlone tribe. It is a joy to celebrate. I'm like, I really have mixed emotions because it's officially the end of our internship. And this is a way for us to, woo, set our beautiful creative talent free. So if you're all employers out there, yes, we're expecting you to pick them up. Trust me, if I could hire all of them, I would. But the whole point is why we are here. You see this, y'all? Change the storytellers to change the world. If you have not been inspired tonight, where have you been? You must have been inspired. So as you heard, this is real life experience that these amazing creatives just shared. Not only did they tell us what they want to be and show off their aspirations, but as you tuned in, you listened to their challenges. How many places talk about that? Allow people to fail. I love that you said that, Tajiana. We are here to support this amazing creative professional group. And they are now ready for the world, and they have been, but they just needed a little, love. That's what we all need. We need to show up. And as Zara said, as Alexia, you said so beautifully, empathy. I actually had other words. I had creativity, compassion, very similar to empathy, and collaboration, all through COVID. How is that even possible? And I feel like even though I've never met any of you in person, I feel like I know you. And the fact that we have been able to build community, even in this virtual space, with all of y'all who have joined us today. We are also heavy with the news out there. And just to say, this is what brings me hope. This is how our world today changes, minute by minute, person by person. So for all of you joining us today, give it up to yourselves. We also have recorded this. We will make this available. This is the kind of message that the rest of the world needs to hear. Because as we change the storytellers, their stories, these interns, and the stories that they got to tell, uplift the community, nonprofit organizations, Charlotte Maxwell Clinic, local businesses, vegan hood chefs. How many artists were mentioned today? Artists of color, artists in the Bay that need to be uplifted. I want to give a shout out to all the clients. Please put them on the chat. Shout out to them. Colorful King, Sarah, Mary, Amasha, Corey, Hip Hop for Change. All these people are people that are storytellers, are artists that uplift our community, that bring us hope every single day. So what we do when our wonderful interns tell these beautiful stories, we make the world even more rich and diverse. And this is the kind of love and hope that we all need. Also, shout out to our other clients, the SFPUC, the SF Giants, and the Warriors. Jason, you got to work on 2 of those. What's great about them, they've actually hired our intern graduates before. It takes this village. And this is how we change the world, by changing the way people tell stories, who the storytellers are, who we get to tell the stories about, and also for all of y'all who want to hire, let's start hiring them so the tentacles and all these amazing storytellers go out and tell even more stories. Believe that? Yes, all of you do. Then Fisher showed that beautiful, it was beautiful. If we did this in person, you get to meet them and shake hands, yes? But that beautiful appointment profile book, please share that with any other potential employers. And even if they're not employing today, let them see it, because this is how we change the ecosystem and this is how we change the world. And I'm gonna leave you with this final thought. Today, I happen to make my first public appearance, and I'm not just dropping names, but that's Mayor Breed, and yes, that's me, and that's Jordan Nunn, who graduated July 2020. And there's other alum in here. Shout out, I see you. I see you, I know Edgar's here, Michelle is here, Tyler's here. There are other alums, Sabian is an alum. It is this ecosystem inviting young people who have graduated, who share their stories. Jordan said to the mayor, and she is now a full-time assistant editor at Masterclass. And Masterclass hired 3 of our people. And she said to the mayor and to other people at the Office of Economic Workforce Development, one of our partners, how she wants to give back. And she just graduated from San Francisco State, and she's a new graduate. So just to say, my fellow amazing creative professionals, spring 2021 interns, this is about you. We have grown together. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for changing my life and inspiring me. And as you go out there, don't ever forget from day one, remember I said this will be the best job you ever had? This will be the best job you ever had. Do you remember that? Remember that? I hope you believe that's true. And even though this may be the end of the formal part of our internship, you are always, always part of the BAYCAT family, just like Jordan, just like Jose and Liz, just like so many of you who have changed our lives every single day. So don't ever forget as you go out there, and there are going to be challenging days. And if you need more collaboration, more inspiration, more creativity, more compassion, know we are always here for you. And we believe in you. And we know you are changing the world even today, as you have changed our lives at this moment and during this time. I love you all. Please stay in touch, all of you. Do not be strangers. Everybody, let's do a little group hug. I know this is crazy to do it on virtual. Yes, look at this, beautiful. One day, I can't wait to give you a real hug. In the meantime, for all our guests, for all our families, if you're a family member, you have not given a shout out to your amazing young person, son, daughter, person, family member, please do. Big hug. I love y'all. I wish you a good evening, and please stay in touch with us. Thank you for changing the world. 2021 interns. Woohoo!
Thank you, Billy. Once again, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you, interns, and now I should say former interns, but always BAYCAT filmmakers. You did fantastic. And everyone, I just want to give us one last round of applause. Feel free to unmic, give a little cheer. Please, I loved hearing that.
Yes.
You do it. Celebrate.
BAYCAT team. BAYCAT team.
Let's go, fellow interns. Woo! That's my
Congratulations.
Go BAYCATers.
Keep going.
Graduating from BAYCAT.
Yeah, that's very sweet. It's still weird as hell, but we're gonna get back in person. We're gonna hear those voices once again. So everyone, thank you again. One last time, if you're a possible employer, there's the appointment book for you inside the chat. Please click on that now, because once we get off of this call, it's gone. Click on that appointment book right now. Please do share it with your employers. Share it with someone else you know who works someplace cool. They might need a production coordinator. They might need a producer, a director, an editor, a sound designer. They might just need someone to pretty up their office and be inspiring. I know that never mind. But with that, everyone, thank you all for attending. It looks like this might be the biggest event that we've had since COVID hit, so I appreciate you showing up. And with that, everyone, good night.
Thank you all.
Good night,
Everybody.
y'all.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Everybody.